Before paths were carved by feet, before villages learned where to settle, before drums learned rhythm, there was water. Not gentle water, not the kind that waits to be fetched. This water moved like hunger. It cut the land open. It swallowed trees. It spoke only to the moon. The elders say the river did not begin as a river. It began as a judgment. On the night the sky first learned to glow silver, when the moon grew round and full, the earth cracked open and released something ancient. And where it passed, nothing remained the same. That river would later be called Omi-Ayan, the water that chooses. The village of Adaro stood safely above the riverbank. Its houses were built with care. Its children were warned never to swim after sunset. Its elders never spoke loudly when the moon was full, because everyone in Adaro knew the truth. The river was alive, not alive like fish, alive like memory. Every full moon, the water rose higher than it should. It shimmered even in darkness, and by morning, someone would be gone. No blood, no struggle, just absence. A child's mat left untouched, a fisherman's canoe drifting empty, a woman's footprints stopping at the water's edge. The river did not take just anyone. It chose. Long ago, when Adaro was young, the people believed the disappearances were accidents, until the night Ekun, the strongest hunter, vanished. Ekun feared nothing, not snakes, not spirits, not storms. On the night of the full moon, he laughed. "I will fish," he said. "The river knows me." The elders begged him to stay. The moon watched in silence. By dawn, Ekun was gone. In his place, his spear, clean, unbroken, floating gently on the water. That night, the oldest woman in the village dreamed. She saw the river rise like a spine. She heard a voice without sound say, "I was wrong before you were born. I will be fed until balance returns." From that day on, the elders knew. The river demanded payment. A law was made. No one touched the river during the full moon. No fishing, no crossing, no washing clothes. And most important of all, if the river chose someone, no one followed, because those who tried were never seen again. Some years, the river took children. Other years, elders. Sometimes lovers. Sometimes strangers passing through. The river did not care for innocence. It cared only for balance. But balance, once disturbed, is never satisfied. Her name was Sade. She was born on a full moon night when the river overflowed without rain. As a child, she could hear things others could not. The river whispered to her, not words, feelings, sorrow, anger, waiting. When she grew older, Sade noticed something else. The people the river took were not random. They shared a secret. Each had, at some point, taken something that did not belong to them. A fish caught in forbidden waters. A lie told to gain land. A promise broken. The river remembered, and the river judged. One season, the river chose Kola, a boy of 15. He had done nothing wrong, or so everyone believed. On the night of the full moon, Kola walked calmly toward the river, his eyes empty of fear. Sade followed him. At the river's edge, Kola stopped. "The river knows what I did," he said softly. As a child, he had pushed another boy into the water, not deep enough to drown, but deep enough to steal breath and dignity. That boy survived. The river did not forget. When Kola stepped forward, the water rose to meet him like arms. Sade screamed. The river paused. For the first time in generations, it hesitated. That night, Sade stood before the elders. "What did the river suffer?" she asked. Silence. No one had ever wondered. The oldest elder spoke at last. "Before Adaro existed, before villages, There was a settlement upstream. The people built walls. They redirected the water. They starved the river to feed themselves. When famine came, they blamed the river and poisoned it. The river flooded in response. The village vanished. The river remained. And it remembered everything. On the next full moon, Said went to the river alone. She carried no offering. She brought no blood, only truth. "We were wrong," she said, "but why must the children pay?" The river rose. The voice returned. "I do not want children. I want acknowledgement." Said understood. Sacrifice was not hunger. It was memory. The next full moon, the village gathered. Instead of hiding, they came to the riverbank. They spoke aloud their wrongs, their thefts, their lies, their broken promises. They returned stolen land. They freed trapped streams. They rebuilt what their ancestors destroyed. The river swelled. Then slowly, it receded. No one vanished that night. The river still rises during full moons, but it no longer takes, not because it is kind, but because it is listening. The elders say if the people forget again, if balance is broken once more, the river will remember how to choose. Because water never forgets, and some debts wait generations to be collected.